Hi, the second article we thought we would preview for you is the one by Hamre and Pianta. Can instructional and emotional support in the first grade classroom make a difference for children at risk of school failure? This is in the quantitative vein and is an extremely well constructed piece of research. What's particularly interesting for me is the conclusions that the researchers come to. So let's jump right to that. So this discussion section here, let me just read a brief section for you. The current study provides evidence that across two important domains of child functioning in the early grades of school, achievement and relationship with teachers, the quality of everyday classroom interactions in the form of instructional and emotional support moderates the risks of early school failure. So that's a really key insight, that good quality instruction and emotional support in the early grades can help those students who are identified as being high risk in terms of promoting their achievement and success in school. And as you know, students who do well at an early stage tend to keep up with their peers, and those that don't tend to fall further behind. So what's particularly interesting about this is how they've constructed this piece of research. So think for a second, what's needed to identify um, the difference between those high risk and low risk students? Um, how do you determine the different socio-economic categories that those students fall into? And then how do you construct an experiment that they'll determine whether or not those high quality instructional supports, whatever they may be, and emotional supports, whatever they may be, make a difference to those different groups of students? So when you're thinking about that, it might be helpful before you read this article just to kind of plan what your experiment might look like as you think about that topic. And then in reading this, look at how they've developed the structure and the organization to really test that. And I think what I'll do later in the week is I'll go through the article and break down the structure of the various elements, and I can share, that different structure, and I'd like you to do the same as well, and we can compare and see what we make of how they've constructed an experiment to get at that key insight. Thanks.